Hello friends, this is Divya and I'm back with another episode of Personality. Today I'm presenting a very important personality and very relevant from the point of view of exam, UPSC exam. Whenever we open Lakshmikant in the first chapter, we see this name, and even in Spectrum, we definitely see this name. M. N. Roy, Manabendra Nath Roy, right? So before I begin, I would like to request you to subscribe Vysh's channel if you haven't yet. Also, if you need any UPSC related guidance, you face any difficulty in your preparation, you can contact Vysh sir, and keep supporting us by liking these videos, sharing these videos as much as you can. Right? Now let's get started. So Manabendra Nath Roy, M. N. Roy, he was born on 21st March 1887 and he died on 25th January 1954. So Manavendra Nath Roy, M.N. Roy, was an Indian communist revolutionary, radical activist, and political theorist, as well as a noted philosopher in the 20th century. He was a founder of the Mexican Communist Party and Communist Party of India (CPI) Tashkent Group. He was also a delegate to congresses of the Communist International and Russia's aid to China. Following the rise of Joseph Stalin, he left the mainline communist movement to pursue an independent radical politics. In the aftermath of World War II, he moved away from orthodox Marxism to espouse the philosophy of radical humanism, attempting to chart a third course between liberalism and communism. We'll know about his early years. Narendra Nath Naren Bhattacharya, later known as M.N. Roy. He was born at Arbelia, which is located in the north 24 Pargana of West Bengal near Calcutta. His father was appointed as a teacher of Sanskrit in the nearby Arbelia English School. Narayan Bhattacharya's his early schooling took place at Arbelia, and in 1898 his family moved to Kodalia. He continued his study at the Hairnavi Anglo-Sanskrit School, at which his father taught until 1905. He later enrolled at the National College under Sri Aurobindo before moving to the Bengal Technical Institute, which is known presently as Jadavpur University, where he studied engineering and chemistry. Nationalist revolutionary. Today, towards the end of the 19th century, revolutionary nationalism began to spread among the educated middle classes of Bengal, inspired by the writings of Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay and Vivekananda. He was swept up in this movement, reading both of these leading luminaries extensively. In July 1905, as we know, a partition of Bengal was announced, scheduled to take effect in October. A spontaneous mass movement aimed at annulment of the partition emerged, giving radical nationalists like Naren Bhattacharya and his co-thinkers an opportunity to build broader support for their ideas. Following his expulsion from school for organizing a meeting and a march against the partition, he moved to Calcutta, Kolkata, and joined in the active work of Anushilan Samiti. We all know this group as well. Under the Mokshada Samadhyayi's leadership, right? He was a Vedic scholar. On 6 December 1907, he successfully committed the first act of political banditry to raise the money for the secret society. When he was arrested, he was carrying two seditious books by Barin Ghosh. He was defended by the barrister J. N. Roy. He was a close friend of Bagha Jatin, also known as Jatindranath Mukherjee, and the pleader Promothonath Mukherjee, and he got released on bail thanks to his reputation as a student and social worker. By 1915, as the World War I raged in Europe, he and several others were convinced that the only way of finding the British in India was with German help. He left India during this period to raise funds and soon found himself intimately involved in the growing communist struggle against the world across the world. Now his role in Mexico. When M.N. Roy he set out from India in 1915, Mexico was nowhere in his itinerary. His destination was in Indonesian island of Java. This trip turned out to be the prelude to many others, which took him to China, Japan, as well as both coasts of United States by late 1916. In April 1917, when the US declared war on Germany, Indians implicated in the Indo-German conspiracy were under the spotlight along with their German backers. M. N. Roy, like many other Indian revolutionaries, escaped America and moved south to Mexico. In Mexico, he continued to organize revolutionary activities for India with the help of German diplomats. As the success of the conspirational alliance with Germany appeared ever less likely, Roy began socializing with a group of North American leftists. Spread of communism in America. Under the influence of Bolshevik Revolution that took place in Russia in 1917, Roy, along with American leftists and Mexican unionists and anarchists, found the Mexican Communist Party (PCM) in November 1917. The PCM was one of the first legitimate communist parties to be established outside Russia and played an important role in organizing the workers' involvement in Mexico. With the founding of PCM, Roy's name came to be associated with the expansion of communism globally. He and his party were invited by the head of Soviet Union Vladimir Lenin to be part of Communist International's Congress. Roy helped Lenin develop the Communist Internationals, also known as Third International Policies towards the colonies. Now his contribution in anti-colonial struggle in India. Roy's conversion from an Indian nationalist financed by Germans to an international revolutionary thus occurred in Mexico. However, he continued to be focused on the anti-colonial struggle in India. In 1922, he prepared a detailed program for the consideration of Indian National Congress (INC). In this, he proposed nationalization of railways, mines, waterways. He also suggested that the aim of the Congress Party should be complete national independence from British domination. He established CPI, Communist Party of India, in Tashkent in 1925. That's why he is known as pioneer of communism in India. Now, his death and legacy. A lecture tour to US has to be suspended because he died on 25th January 1954. Beginning in 1987, Oxford University Press began the publication of selected works of M. N. Roy. A total of 4 volumes were published through 1997, gathering his writings through his prison years. Project editor Siv Narayan Ray died in 2008, however, and the Roy Works publishing projects were therefore prematurely terminated. So thank you so much for watching this episode till now. I'll wind up this episode, and I would like to request you to share these videos as much as you can. Thank you for watching.